big for my boots. Kick up the ute. Man, know that I kick up the ute. Them boy there try to suck the truth. How dare you to suck the truth? Look, you're getting way too big for your boots. You're never too big for the boot. I got the big size toes on my feet. Your face ain't big for my boots. Kick up the ute. Man, know that I kick.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Tyrod Taylor's Bills going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. The tight end changing his position. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Matt Bosher, 7th-year man from Miami, on to punt. Back to receive it, Deontay Thompson. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. For McCoy, in the last 7 years, 5 of them over 1,000 yards.
Underrated in how strong he is through the hole. But the best part of his game, open field, where he makes a whole lot of people miss.
In 2016, he was 7th. Jordan Matthews all by himself. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Coleman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now out come the Bills. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
He's so multi-talented, isn't he? He can catch the ball, not just on screens, as we saw there. Get him out into open field. He makes big-time plays. Had 50 catches a year ago.
Yeah, and even 50, that was the most he's had since 2013. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. You see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I better raise my voice a little bit here, because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And here now come the Falcons. go play action here on first down. Looking deep for who? He's got a man. Complete. A gain of 32 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And an alley to run. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here we go. Ohio.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go. 38.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through. Pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
A good pickup there, a 22. And another example right there, Charles. McCoy is good getting the ball handed to him. He's also dangerous in the passing game.
You put him in space, and you've got trouble as a defense. And they organize that one very well because, you know, the screen game, when they're deceptive that way and they create that space for him, look out. He turned into a heck of a play.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. They go play action with Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Freeman again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Get up! Ready! On!
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. In motion right is Jones. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Falcon 1st down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here's Coleman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 16. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Now it's Taylor. And Matthews has it right side. past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Now McCoy. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's McCoy. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now it's Ryan. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go!
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 9 yards on the keeper there, but it's still going to leave him with a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So we've reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Taylor to throw on second down. They'll roll him out right. And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third and long. It's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. and this ball winds up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Taylor. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. So Taylor is out, and they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. The first throw now for the backup, Nathan Peterman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 79 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Again, it's McCoy. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Let's go! 1, 9!
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go! 1, 9!
On first and 10. It's Taylor. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And McCoy loses the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So here we go, first and 10 now.
Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's get it.
They go back to the ground with McCoy. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Trying to go back to Clay that time, and it's third down.
Let's go.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Bills on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and a mile. Taylor will throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Here's Colton Schmidt now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. Now Ryan on first down. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
On first down, Ryan. Looking downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
Matthews, the intended target. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline. But do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now it's Taylor under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Now Taylor. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Archer. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They find some open field here. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go. Flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Taylor to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Here we go. Brand 38. Here we go. White 90.
Oh, a design run for their wideout. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd down, Taylor, the quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. They go play action here on first down. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He's got Sanu. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First and goal here from the 2. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Let's go.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Colin Kaepernick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey. 21.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Ryan. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. This time Ryan will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go here on second down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now they'll try and run this sweep to McCoy. And some room to Rashawn McCoy off to the races. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the fourth quarter, the Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Hunt. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
On the return, this is Denard Robinson. return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward. Yeah,
probably just want to put this one behind them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here come the Bills. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Come on, let's go!
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Taylor on 3rd down, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.